Care of patient. Intent of the chapter. The standards aim to guide and encourage patient safety as the overarching principle for providing care to patients. The organization provides uniform care to all patients in various settings. The settings include care provided in outpatient units, daycare facilities, inpatient units including critical care units, procedure rooms, and operation theaters. When similar care is provided in these different settings, care delivery is uniform. Written guidance, applicable law and regulations guide emergency and ambulance services. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation, use of blood and blood components, care of patients in the critical care and high dependency units. Written guidance, applicable laws and regulations also guide the care of patients who are at higher risk of morbidity or mortality. High risk obstetric patient, pediatric patients, patients undergoing procedural sedation, administration of anesthesia, patient undergoing surgical procedures and end-of-life care. Pain management, nutritional therapy and rehabilitative services are also addressed to provide comprehensive health care. The management should have written guidance for organ donation and procurement. The transplant program ensures that it has the right skill, mix of staff, and other related supported systems to ensure safe and high quality of care. Main focusing points of this chapter: policies, procedures. Applicable laws and regulation also guide care of emergency services, emergency ambulance services, care of patient in the ICU and HDU, CPR procedure, use of blood and blood components, vulnerable patients, high-risk OBS and gynae cases. Pediatric patients, patient undergoing moderate sedation, administration of anesthesia, patient undergoing surgical procedures, patient under restraints, end-of-life care, pain management, nutritional therapy, and rehabilitative services. Number 1. Uniform care of patients is provided in all settings of the organization and is guidance and the applicable laws and regulations. The organization shall ensure that patient with the same health problems and care needs receive the same quality of care throughout the organization, irrespective of category of the wards or unit. Uniform care is guided by policies and procedures which reflect applicable laws and regulations. The care and treatment orders are signed, named, timed, and dated by the concerned doctor. The care plan is countersigned by the clinician in charge of the patient within 24 hours. Evidence-based medicine and clinical practice guidelines are adopted to guide patient care whenever possible. Follow the state or National Medical Council guidelines for uniform treatment. Objective elements. Commitment. Uniform care is provided following written guidance. Core. The organization has a uniform process for identification of patients and at a minimum uses 2 identifiers. Commitment. Care shall be provided in consonance with applicable laws and regulations. Achievement. The organization adapts evidence-based clinical practice guidelines or clinical protocols to guide uniform patients' care. Excellence. Clinical care pathways are developed, consistently followed across all settings of care, and reviewed periodically. Commitment. Care delivery is uniform for a given clinical condition when similar care is provided in more than one setting. Excellence. Multidisciplinary and multi-speciality care, where appropriate, is planned based on the best clinical practices or clinical practice guidelines and delivered in a uniform manner across the organization. Commitment. Telemedicine. Facility is provided safely and securely based on written guidance. Number 2. Emergency services are provided in accordance with written guidance, applicable law and regulations. Policies and procedure for emergency care are documented, and these could include protocols to provide either general emergency care or management of specific conditions. Policies also address handling of medico-legal cases. The patient receives care in consonance with the hospital policies. Policies and procedures guide the triage of patients for initiation of appropriate care. Staff is familiar with the policies and trained on the procedures for care of emergency patient. Admission or discharge to home or transfer to another organization is also documented. The policy and procedure in case of patient found dead on arrival to emergency department. Maintain a logbook of patient. MLC formalities record like police information and post-mortem when appropriate. Temporary storage of body in appropriate condition. What to do in case of unclaimed bodies. Objective elements. Commitment. There shall be an identified area in the organization which is easily accessible to receive and manage emergency patients with adequate and appropriate resources. Achievement. Prevention of patient overcrowding is planned and crowd management measures are implemented. Core. Emergency care is provided in consonance with statutory requirement and in accordance with the written guideline. Commitment. The organization manages medico-legal cases in accordance with statutory requirements. Commitment. Initiation of appropriate care is guided by a system of triage. Commitment. Patients waiting in the emergency are reassessed as appropriate for change in status. Commitment. Admission, discharge to home or transfer to another organization is documented. Commitment. In case of discharge to home or transfer to another organization, a discharge or transfer note shall be given to the patient. Achievement. The organization shall implement a quality assurance program. Commitment. The organization has system in place for the management of patients found dead on arrival and patients who die within a few minutes of arrival. Number 3. Ambulance services ensure safe patient transportation with appropriate care. There is adequate access and space for the ambulances. Ambulances is appropriate equipped with minimum basic life support facilities. Ambulances is manned by trained personnel who are trained in CPR. There is a checklist of all equipment and emergency medications. Equipment are checked on a daily basis for proper maintenance purpose. Emergency medications are checked daily and prior to dispatch. The ambulances has a proper communication system. Ambulance shall be connected with hospital by mobile phones. Objective elements. Commitment. The organization has access to ambulance services commensurate with the scope of the services provided by it. Commitment. There are adequate access and space for the ambulances. Commitment. The ambulances is fit for purpose and is appropriately equipped. Commitment. The ambulances is operated by trained personnel. Commitment. The ambulances is checked daily. Commitment. Equipment is checked daily using a checklist. Commitment. A mechanism is in place to ensure that emergency medications are available in the ambulance. Commitment. The ambulances has a proper communication system. Achievement. The emergency department identifies opportunities to initiate treatment at the earliest when the patient is in transit to the organization. Number 4. The organization plans and implements mechanism for the care of patient during community emergency, epidemics, and other disasters. Commitment. The organization identifies potential community emergencies, epidemics, and other disasters. Commitment. The organization manages community emergencies, epidemics, and other disasters as per documented plan. Commitment. Provision is made for availability of medical supplies, equipment, and material during such emergency. Commitment. The plan is tested at least twice a year. Number 5. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation services are provided uniformly across the organization. Documented policies and procedures guide the uniform use of resuscitation throughout the organization. Staff providing direct patient care should be trained and periodically updated in cardiopulmonary resuscitation. The events during a cardiopulmonary resuscitation are recorded by documents or checklist. A post-event analysis of all cardiac arrests is done by a multidisciplinary committee. Corrective and preventive measures are taken based on the post-event analysis. Number 6. Nursing care is provided to patients in the organization in consonance with clinical protocols. Commitment. Nursing care is provided to patients in accordance with written guidance. Achievement. The organization develops and implements nursing clinical practice guidelines reflecting current standards of practice. Commitment. Assignment of patient care is done as per current good clinical or nursing practice guidelines. Excellence. The organization implements equity-based staffing to improve patient outcomes. Core. Nursing care is aligned and integrated with overall patient care. Commitment. Care provided by nurses is documented in the patient record. Commitment. Nurses are provided with appropriate and adequate equipment for providing safe and efficient nursing care. Commitment. Nurses are empowered to make patient care decisions within their scope of practices. Number 7. Clinical procedures are performed in a safe manner. Commitment. Procedures are performed based on the clinical needs of the patient. Commitment. Performance of various clinical procedures is based on written guidance. Commitment. Qualified personnel order plan, perform and assist in performing procedures. Core. Care is taken to prevent adverse event like a wrong patient, wrong procedure on wrong site. Commitment. Informed consent is taken by the personnel performing the procedure where applicable. Commitment. The procedure is done adhering to standard precautions. Commitment. Patients are appropriately monitored during and after the procedure. Commitment. Procedures are documented accurately in the patient record. Number 8. Transfusion services are provided as per the scope of services of the organization safely. Commitment. Scope of transfusion services is commensurate with the services provided by the organization. Core. Transfusion of blood and blood components is done safely. Commitment. Blood and blood components are used rationally. Commitment. Informed consent is obtained for transfusion of blood and blood components. Commitment. Informed consent also includes patient and family education about the donation. Commitment. Blood or blood components are available for use in emergency situation within a defined time frame. Achievement. Post-transfusion form is collected. Reactions, if any, identified and are analyzed for preventive and corrective actions. Achievement. The organization shall implement a quality assurance program. Number 9. The organization provides care in intensive care and high dependency units in a systematic manner. Commitment. Care of patients in intensive care and high dependency units is provided based on written guidance. Commitment. The defined admission and discharge criteria for intensive care and high dependency units are implemented. Commitment. Adequate staff and equipment are available. Excellence. The organization endeavors to upgrade its physical infrastructure to meet national and international guidelines. Commitment. Defined procedures for the situation of bed shortages are followed. Commitment. Infection control practices are followed. Achievement. The organization shall implement a quality assurance program. Commitment. The organization has a mechanism to counsel the patient or family periodically. Number 10. Organization provides safe obstetric care. Commitment. Obstetric services are organized and provided safely. Commitment. The organization identifies and provides care to high-risk obstetric cases and where needed refers them to another appropriate center. Commitment. Persons caring for high-risk obstetric cases are competent. Commitment. Antenatal services are provided. Commitment. Obstetric patients assessment also includes maternal nutrition. Commitment. Appropriate perinatal and postnatal monitoring is performed. Commitment. The organization caring for high-risk obstetric cases has the facilities to take care of neonates of such case. Number 11. Organization provides safe pediatric services. Commitment. Pediatric services are organized and provided safely. Commitment. Neonatal care is in consonance with the national or international guidelines. Commitment. Those who care for children have age-specific competency. Commitment. Provisions are made for special care of children's. Commitment. Pediatric assessments include growth, development, and immunization assessment. Commitment. The organization has measures in place to prevent child or neonate abduction and abuse. Commitment. The child's family members are educated about nutrition, immunization, and safe parenting. Number 12. Procedural sedation is provided in a consistent and safe manner. Commitment. Procedural sedation is administered in a consistent manner. Commitment. Informed consent and administration of procedural sedation is obtained. Commitment. Competent and trained persons administer sedation. Commitment. The person monitoring sedation is different from the person performing the procedure. Commitment. Intra-procedure monitoring includes at a minimum the heart rate, cardiac rhythm, respiratory rate, blood pressure, oxygen saturation and level of sedation. Commitment. Patients are monitored after sedation, and the same is documented. Commitment. Criteria are used to determine the appropriateness of discharge from observation or recovery area. Commitment. Equipment and workforce are available to manage patients who have gone into a deeper level of sedation than initially intended. Number 13. Anesthesia services are provided in a consistent and safe manner. Commitment. Anesthesia services are provided in a consistent manner. Core. The pre-anesthesia assessment results in the formulation of an anesthesia plan which is documented. Commitment. A pre-induction assessment is performed and documented. Commitment. The anesthesiologist obtains informed consent for administration of anesthesia. Core. During anesthesia, monitoring includes regular recording of temperature, heart rate, cardiac rhythm, respiratory rate, blood pressure, oxygen saturation, and end-tidal carbon dioxide. Commitment. Patient's post-anesthesia status is monitored and documented. Commitment. The anesthesiologist applies defined criteria to transfer the patient from the recovery area. Commitment. The type of anesthesia and anesthetic medications used are documented in the patient record. Commitment. Procedures shall comply with infection control guidelines to prevent cross-infection between patients. Achievement. Intraoperative adverse anesthesia events are recorded and monitored. Number 14. Surgical services are provided in a consistent and safe manner. Commitment. Surgical services are provided in a consistent and safe manner. Commitment. Surgical patients have a pre-operative assessment, a documented pre-operative diagnosis, and pre-operative instructions are provided before surgery. Commitment. Informed consent is obtained by a surgeon before the procedure. Core. Care is taken to prevent adverse events like the wrong site, wrong patient, and wrong surgery. Commitment. An operative note is documented before transfer out of patient from recovery. Commitment. Post-operative care is guided by a documented plan. Commitment. Patient, personnel, and material flow conform to infection control practices. Commitment. Appropriate facilities, equipment, instruments, and supplies are available in the operation theatre. Achievement. The organization shall implement a quality assurance program. Achievement. The quality assurance program includes surveillance of the operation theatre environment. Number 15. The organ transplant program is carried out safely. Core. The organ transplant program shall be in consonance with the legal requirements and shall be conducted ethically. Commitment. Care of transplant patient is guided by clinical practice guidelines. Commitment. The organization ensures education and counseling of recipient and donor through trained or qualified counselors before organ transplantation. Core. The organization shall take measures to create awareness regarding the organ donation. Number 16. The organization identifies and manages patients who are at higher risk of morbidity or mortality. Commitment. The organization identifies and manages vulnerable patients. Commitment. The organization provides for a safe and secure environment for the vulnerable patient. Core. The organization identifies and manages patients who are at a risk of fall. Core. The organization identifies and manages patients who are at risk of developing or worsening of pressure ulcers. Core. The organization identifies and manages patients who are at risk of developing deep vein thrombosis. Commitment. The organization identifies and manages patients who need restraints. Number 17. Pain management for patients is done in a consistent manner. Commitment. Patients in pain are effectively managed. Commitment. Patients are screened for pain. Commitment. Patients with pain undergo detailed assessment and periodic reassessment. Commitment. Pain alleviation measures or medications are initiated and titrated according to the patient's need and response. Number 18. Rehabilitation services are provided to the patient in a safe, collaborative, and consistent manner. Commitment. Scope of the rehabilitation services at a minimum is commensurate to the services provided by the organization. Commitment. Rehabilitation services are provided in a consistent manner. Commitment. Care providers collaboratively plan rehabilitation services. Commitment. There are adequate space and equipment to provide rehabilitation. Commitment. Care is guided by functional assessment and periodic reassessments which are done and documented. Commitment. Care is provided adhering to infection control and safety practices. Excellence. Care pathways are developed, implemented, and reviewed periodically. Number 19. Nutritional therapy is provided to patient consistently and collaboratively. Commitment. Patients admitted to the organization are screened for nutritional risk. Commitment. Nutritional assessment is done for patient found at risk during nutritional screening. Commitment. The therapeutic diet is planned and provided collaboratively. Commitment. Patients receive food according to the written order for the diet. Commitment. When family provides food, they are educated about the patient's diet limitations. Number 20. End-of-life care is provided in a compassionate and considerate manner. Commitment. End-of-life care is provided in a consistent manner in the organization. Achievement. A multi-professional approach is used to provide end-of-life care. Commitment. End-of-life care is a consonance with the legal requirements. Commitment. End-of-life care also addresses the identification of the unique needs of such patient and family. Commitment. Symptomatic treatment is provided and where appropriate measures are taken for the alleviation of the pain. Thank you.